I made this fish tofu stew last night. I have really little leftover left. This is an idea for pescatarian or for anybody who want to try something new protein source, right? Or vegan. You can make it as a vegan. Let's say you see the cod over here and the tofu and the rest of them are carrots and just onions. If you are a vegan, you can use this for everybody. You can measure it as 2/3 cup of a protein, but it is little lower than, let's say, you eat pork or chicken or beef or other protein sources. This is actually surprisingly really good stew. I use Korean seasonings like gochugaru, which is a chili flake, almost like a powder, spicy, and gochujang, which is a chili paste. You can get it from anywhere, even just ethnic aisle in a grocery store. It's easy to get. It's because it's kind of like people using it as a fusion seasoning. What I was gonna say is be creative. If this is vegan, if you use tofu instead of a cod, one block, what I have here is the whole thing is about 48 grams of protein, whole block. If I'm a vegan, I will eat whole thing as a one meal. Then the end of the day, I have about little over 120 grams of protein, right? That's what I want. Think it as you press the tofu with the tofu press, take the all water out, it will become 2/3 cup. When you eat vegan sources like a tofu as your protein source, be more mindful of the amount of the protein you will have. Another idea is that instead of cod, if you put 3 blocks of tofu, then that's your actually 3 meals worth of protein is in here. Instead of eating rice or sweet potato, just like what I am about to enjoy, if you use edamame is one of a few or vegan protein it's considering as complete protein. 9 amino acid is in the edamame. So instead of eating rice, add it here, shelled edamame. 3 servings of half cup. If you put it in a 1.5 cup, 12 ounce in the stew while you're making, then whole pot of a stew is your 1 day of carb and protein covered. I hope it makes sense. It just is as 2/3 cup as a 1 serving. You are not getting enough of a protein. If you are eating 3 meals a day and 1 serving is less than 30 grams, 40 grams, your goal to make it to 120 grams of protein minimum, that's hard. Researchers, weight loss expert recommended people who want to lose weight 1 gram of a protein per your pound of weight. If you weigh a lot, it is a lot of protein to cover with this vegan or fish or eggs, considering 1 egg has 60 grams of protein, and the researchers don't recommend it more than 2 eggs per day. It's because worry about the cholesterol content in the egg yolk. There are so many don'ts and prohibited and fears. Just be creative. It feels like I did a blah blahing. I hope you understood what I said. Okay, I'm gonna eat this delicious fish stew. Surprisingly, this was really good. Sean is not very particularly adventurous eater, and especially fish. Only fish he eats tuna salad or grilled salmon, mostly. Very safe looking fish he likes. Anyways, I let him try broth first. That's a safe way to try. And tofu. Hey, there's a lot of tofu in it. He said, tofu. I love tofu. But he tried the broth. And then he finished this as his protein last night. All of us very surprised how filling this was. Protein. You need a protein. I'm gonna go have some lunch. Very hungry. So be creative.